how do you look at the political landscape in America in 2022?
Yeah, it's very disappointing. So much of it is guided by extremes, which I don't like at all. The notion of, governing together and that kind of stuff has just, been trashed for a while, ever since, Mitch McConnell claimed that his main job was to make sure Obama was going to get elected,
Yeah.
and we've been in that. It seems like, because even Democrats worked with Bush, so, even though both sides have argued and fought, they've worked together on a lot of things, but, and that's just the political side of it. But the way that people have gone to the extremes and taken sides, Pete, I just can't believe some of this stuff. And I'm sure Twitter like is an echo chamber for a lot of that, but it does represent where some people stand and the things that people want to believe. The worst example is the Trump stuff right now, But of course, as a contrarian, the thinker, I do see it on both sides, even though you can't say both sides, whatever. I think if you're gonna find truth in things, you have to examine everything carefully, make up your own idea about something, but don't just go along with any orthodoxy. I don't think, it must be examined. But I think that the Trumpies to me are probably the worst example of just cognitive dissonance, and the agenda. I came up with this word years ago. I called it a primo semgerius. And what it means is that your agenda is more important than the truth. Truth never matters, only your agenda.
Right.
Primo semgerius breaks down first Simpson jury. Is what that means. And
cognitive dissonance, kind of.
Yes, but the truth is a casualty of agenda. And truth right now is a casualty of agenda. Agenda is way more important. Look at the Herschel Walker situation. This obviously is not a man that is suited in any way. I'm not even talking about like ideology. He's not suited in any way to be in the Senate chamber from any standpoint, right? And the fact that he may win this race, is crazy. That is primo semgerius. That is only the agenda of having a Republican in there. We don't care who it is the only thing that matters,
Do you know Ye, as he goes by now? Any thoughts about his recent?
Who is that?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah, it's just Kanye's all over the place, which is crazy too. And Kanye, the thing about Kanye or Ye, whatever he's going by, is he'll have kernels of the truth in there, or insights on something, but then crazy gets attached to it so fast, he veers off in a certain direction. And so it's like, yeah, stop it,
Yeah.
So I feel, I shouldn't say I feel sorry for him. I'm sure he doesn't want or deserve my pity, but I've always never understood why people listen to him that much anyway. When he ran up on stage, and grabbed that word from Taylor Swift, I was like, no, Kanye. I'm like, at that point, he should have been cut off, from anybody taking anything he says seriously,
Yeah, I didn't pay too close attention, but I remember that's the first rude thing like that put me on the map. I was like, that was a terrible thing to do. Why would someone
It's ridiculous.
do that? Is there anything specifically with like when you say the extreme on the left that you just get like irked with and you don't understand at this point, the kind of extremes on the left?
I think if I'm gonna point something out, it's the left has to stop thinking the government is gonna solve every fucking thing. It just can't. We have to get back to community solving of issues more so than just a blanket issue for things. Whether it's COVID, you have to have the same rules everywhere. The whole thing with the schools really made me upset. I have school teachers in my family, and teaching and education is a very complicated issue, but teaching has never been a one size fits all type of thing. You can't treat it like that. And some of the issues are completely community issues, and they're all different, and people need to have more of an open mind about how we educate our children and not just have a one size fits all. And I think the left always feels like it's just one way to do it. Everybody should be doing it this way. And that kind of and it's the government that should be the lever of control for that,